What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, CAC in the Spotlight. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video. And I want you to know that I'm about to hop right back into it with the teachings of Dr. Ray Hagins. And before I start this video, I want y'all to frame your mind correctly so you know what you're going into and what to take away from this video. Just remember that America is known as the white man's world. Shout out to Tupac, y'all. And saying that, you can say that America is the America. You feel me? With me saying that, y'all watch this video, y'all pick up these gems, and leave a comment. I'm out.
Look at these columns. Now, y'all want to see these columns? I mean, or maybe I should say a copy of these columns? Go down here on Linda Boulevard. Yes. And what's that big Catholic church down there? Cathedral of whatever, Basilica. Walk in there and see, don't you see a copy of this right here? You see a copy of the columns. I put this slide here on purpose because if you notice, they plastered over stuff here, removing the evidence. Look at this. That is not how Africans built the Temple of Karnak. They're disassembling the thing. Africans didn't build the temple like this. Here you have the Tekken, or the obelisk of Hatshepsut. That's a very important thing right there, y'all. If you go to any cemetery, you see a whole lot of them. Why? Because it's symbolic of resurrection. 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 I'm going to mess with y'all now. Resurrection. Rise. Erection. Raise. Erection. Y'all with me, ain't you? Some of y'all woke up now. That's what this stands for. I don't think I'm playing. Let me show it to you. This is the Ark Manu in the temple, Holy of Holies. We're coming out of there, going to where we had a wedding ceremony. This is where the world's first baptisms took place. Not John the Baptist. There was no John the Baptist. They didn't get baptized in the Jordan River or in the chilly Jordan. This is where the world's first baptisms took place. The Kemetic priests were baptized as an initiation into the priesthood. Right here, Sacred Pool of Karnak. That's some deep stuff, y'all, because you see the Tekken here, the obelisk. If you were to stand in the southern position out here and look over the Sacred Pool at the obelisk, you'd see where the white man copied that too. You see it? That's called Washington, D.C. Right. There you go. There's the obelisk. We all been thinking that that's George Washington's thing. It ain't about George Washington. They stole it. Yes. Copied it. But there's a big feature about this. I'm getting ready to show it to you. There's Hatshepsut's obelisk at the Temple of Karnak. What's so important about this thing? Rise. Erection. Yeah, it is right there. This is the god Menes. As you see, he's in his burial clothes. He's wrapped up as a mummy. He's able to get one arm out, brothers of the craft. You see where they got it from. And you see that he's black. That's black, and that's black. He's a black man. Y'all got me? Oh, yeah. Now y'all see why this is serious. Check this out. That's the National Baptist Convention. Headquarters in Nashville, Tennessee. I bet how many Baptist preachers know where that thing is up there on top of their building. It represents resurrection or resurrection or the power of life. Yes. That's why it's in the cemeteries, to rise from the dead. Look at that. Look at that. Here's where it all started, right here. Now, right very quickly, for those who don't know the story, Osiris was killed by his evil brother Set, which became Satan. Y'all with me? Set cut up his body into 14 pieces. His wife, Isis or Aset, went out and found the 13 pieces of her husband's body. She found all the pieces but one, and that's because in the story, Set took that one piece right here and threw it in the Nile, and the crocodiles ate it. So Aset was unable to recover that one piece. So she reconstitutes her husband's body. Y'all got me? Y'all see it back together there? Here's Aset standing over her husband. She's got her hand rubbing his head, giving him life. See, this is the story, y'all, sisters, to let you know how powerful you are. Sisters, you got to touch. That's what this is about. She's got one hand under his head and the other hand rubbing his head. And her energy brings him back to life. He reaches up and he grabs his forehead with one hand and he goes to grab his penis with the other hand so he can make love to his woman. And he realizes that he doesn't have it. So what happens? She says, don't worry about this. I got this. You see here, she transforms herself into a hawk in the form of Horus Hawk. You see a bird? She flies up over and hovers over the part of his body where his penis would be, flapping her wings. And the energy from her wings causes him to ejaculate without a penis. And she receives his sperm into her body as a bird. In the Bible, it's called a dove or the Holy Ghost. The bird becomes pregnant, which represents the Holy Ghost, where they twisted it around and said the Holy Ghost impregnated Mary. Here you have conception without penetration. That's where the Roman Catholic Church copied the story and gave us what is known today as the Immaculate Conception or the virgin birth. Because here she is now pregnant, sitting on the birthing stool, getting ready to give birth to a child that she has in her womb without penetration. But it's the story. You see where they stole the story from? Well, there it is. I told you I was going to tell you why the Washington Monument is so different. Let me show you. Y'all see that thing at the top? Yes. See it? Two windows at the top. And they would have to put red lights up in there to represent the red-eyed devil. Why two windows up there at the top of the obelisk in Washington? To remind you constantly that you're in a white man's country. Y'all see it? But that ain't Washington. That is right up Route 64, down 50. Soon as you come off 64, getting on 55 south. in Illinois. You'll see that right there on the right-hand side. I was coming back from Nashville and saw that thing and said, damn. I mean, you can't get more pronounced than that. There it is, people. What is that? The KKK. That's what those two windows are at the top of the Washington Monument.